Good evening, everybody. Welcome to race number 1, Nis versus Mo. We're starting out with Gravity 9 plus 1. I'm NN. We have Nido here on tracking, as well as Mr. Tickles. Hello, Mr. Tickles. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm surviving.
I hear that. It's a little late for me, but wanted to help out and do some comms and watch this race anyway. So I figured be good to hop on and do some comms.
Good. This is Mo's first race of the tournament. Being the 11th seed, he didn't have to go through round 1, unlike Niz, who's currently 22nd seed. His first round match was versus Idol, I believe, and he won both his games. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
That is correct. They were both a little close, if I recall. Well, no, I think one was close. One was not
Was close. Yeah, that's how I'm remembering it.
They were what they definitely did what they definitely did have in common is they're both awful, miserable seats. That did not look like fun to play.
And starting off in Big Pink, and he's picking up the morph ball. And a nice early save. This mode was chosen by... was this a Niz pick? Or was this mode chosen by Mo?
This was a beard pick.
It was a beard pick.
And so far, it seems to be working out.
Yeah, it's definitely not terrible so far, but we've still got plenty of game to go.
Mostly judging by the fact that they have morph 1 minute in.
Yep, this is not a 40-minute morph seed, so I'm sure the racers will both be happy about that.
Yeah, these Grab plus 9 plus 1 mode and the other modes, 2 modes that are somewhat similar, can result in having to traverse 3, 4, 5 zones to find morph, which can lead to going a lot of places where you can't really do much and kind of a bad time. So luckily, the racers will not be dealing with that today. Although the seed can still find other ways to torture them.
I'm sure we'll find out. Just while we're starting off, we'll just go through the modes. This is, as we said, Gravity 9 plus 1. Out of the other categories, so far we've had no objectives and double soup, both banned by the racers. Any thoughts on no objectives? It seems to be vetoed quite often by the players.
Yeah, I'm in the permaban no objectives club.
You're one of the members.
Yeah, so far it's just me. No one's showing up for the meetings, but I think there's other people who share my thoughts on that. And I don't know, it's just in a tournament. Like I've heard the argument that like, oh, if it's a weaker player, if it's a stronger player, yada yada. But I think at the end of the day, no objectives is the most RNG. There's the most chance for 2 players to take a diverging path and one to just kind of luck into everything they need to beat it. And I think you don't want to be in a tournament setting and lose because the other player lucked out. Like whether they're better than you or worse, I feel like that doesn't matter as much. I feel like more people are more just, they want it to be a longer race where it's less like you just went the right way and won, for better or worse. And it's probably one of the harder modes to optimize because it never really feels like you're doing the right thing and no objectives.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm inclined to agree with what you've said there. It is terrible to lose a race just because somebody happened to check a room that you didn't.
Yeah, I recall there was a no objectives race not too long ago. I think I recall Poff and Oates were in it, and Poff just blinded Varia next to Mother Brain and just
right.
won, immediately won. Stuff like that happens. And I feel like it wouldn't feel even like rewarding to win that necessarily, either. But you know, I know there are people that do enjoy no objectives.
Yeah, there certainly are. We might see a few of the higher seeds pick it if it's available. Just looking at the map on both players now. 2 bosses in the Norfair zone, as well as a few more majors.
Is that Crater Dragon on the left? I didn't catch that.
They were both over there.
Oh, well, that might be why my brain confused itself.
So if you were running this seed right now, what would you be likely to do next?
And I saw there was the 2 majors in the early supers.
Early supers?
I'm not sure if they can get to that with their current resources, though. I didn't get too good of a look at the map. It looks like some heated rooms, which obviously isn't too big of a problem if you can farm, but they're not invincible, even with 9 tanks. And there's look like at least a couple missile doors. There might be some like open the door backtrack action if they can't find more resources.
Yeah, it can lead you into a full sense of security of the 9+1. I mean, it is easy to think, as you were saying not long ago, oh, I can take the damage here, then the next thing, there's no energy left.
Yeah, and sometimes these seeds will be generous with refill stations, or sometimes they'll stick all of them in criteria. So, you know.
Hey, you're stuck farming a bug for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
So first set of power bombs goes to Mo.
That could be big.
I think Niz is heading the same way, is he? Or have we already got a bit of route divergence?
I think.
Yeah, Niz is right behind him.
It seems like they're in the same area, just routing it slightly different. Yep, there we go for Niz, grabbing the PBs there.
Yeah, he's following Mo about 10 seconds behind.
I'm not sure those majors are obtainable with what they currently have. I think in that room on the left is early, or it's not early, is Vanilla Screw, which getting out the top door would be difficult. I guess they could IBJ it, but still sucks to do in a hot room with Novaria. And the other way is worst room in the game, so a little unpleasant either way.
Yeah, nothing looks easy at the moment. We just have to see who goes for what.
I think, you know, given the fact you have 90 tanks, IBJing a room, a heated room, is probably not out of what the game would expect from you.
Yeah, even in hard logic, that is quite a possibility with that many tanks. If that is the next logical step, though, some of the racers might not notice.
Mo may be going for it?
I can see Mo going for it. No, he's decided to find the supers. Oh, we could go up that elevator. It does look like it leads into Norfair. Straight back into Criteria through Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it might be good to grab those 2 majors and then head into Meridia and possibly pick up that 3rd major.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what Mo does here. Not going up, okay.
He'll be going straight into North. No, he's not going straight into Norfair. Oh,
nice
a
save.
Nice position to save. That will be used as a quick revert if this mage is not useful.
I'm curious if the thought pattern here is that this major may make getting up that shaft a little easier than IVJing. Which,
it will now.
Yes, it will. Okay, well played. Well, that's both suits, 90 tanks, super missiles, and power bombs, and can fly via the IBJ. There's a lot of places that Mo can go now. The seat's pretty much just wide open, other than some goofy speed lock type things.
Yeah, I think Niz is going to make the same play as well. So it will be down to RNG. Whoever takes the best route finds the best items.
Yeah, I would have gotten cooked here because I would have probably gone up first.
Oh, you'd have checked the mages up ahead first.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I thought, oh, let's go through Meridia first. But yeah, I wouldn't like to have gone up.
So Mo not opting to go for those two majors and early supers, and instead explore Viridia, which makes sense. You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we still haven't seen Fantoon either, and he's already here, and the map is very close, so it's worth a check.
Mo trying to save time by not IBJing and doing the fancy. Oh, there we go. Fancy bomb bounce.
This is not a Fantoon map, but more information. Another major.
Okay, one major and a wreck ship connection locked behind speed booster. If there's a boss there, we might have a speed booster hunt seed.
That is one of the potential speed locks out the way. Still a few more.
In my experience, wreck ship doesn't have much, but if it's speed locked, it probably does. So we'll see how that plays out. See, if I was Mo, I'd be really curious about those majors now in early supers and wondering if speed's there.
Speed booster could be one of them, yes.
And we haven't seen a lot of zones, so it's possible that wreck ship, while it may be barren as it tends to be, may have some connectors to other zones like say Torian or Criteria. So it could still be very, very necessary.
I agree. We've talked about it before on streams. If you go there, you're guaranteed it's totally useless, and if you don't go there, it's obviously got the thing you wanted.
Oh, absolutely. This is not what you want to see in a 9+1 seed, where you just lose all of your health with no good way to farm it back.
Yeah, I've not come across a refill station yet. I'm getting grabbed by the baby.
Beard seems to be doing a little bit of a search and find for some ammo, which seems to be paying off. They have 15 supers already.
Yeah.
Now, if this is charge, it's probably not as important.
Yeah, obviously saw all those X's and thought, I best have a backup plan.
Spiffy's calling Spazer. Ah, it's high jumps.
It's high jump.
And the immediate reset.
Mo does not require high jump.
Yeah, I guess at this point, it's kind of nice for the Ridley fight, but with both suits and 9 tanks, it's kind of like, eh. I respect the reset. Beard's gonna be doing the spiky hallway IBJ style.
Both synchronized IBJs.
Mo showing off a little bit with the doubles.
Mo showing off with the doubles. Certainly making it look easy.
Yeah, I've been trying to get them consistent enough to be quote unquote race ready. I'm really good at doing them, except for when I'm not. And
except for when it matters.
Yeah, I start getting really high up and feeling good about myself, and then I miss the rhythm slightly and follow the bottom and question my own ability.
Question your life choices. Exactly. Why am I doing this? We're having a bit of trouble here with the singles, but...
Alright, we finally get to find out what these majors are. Let's see. charge.
Oh, there's charge.
Making the ammo play by Beard seem less important, but we might not find another beam for a while, so...
You know, now you've mentioned that, then the item above is going to be plasma.
That would be insane. Oh, it was a beam,
close.
though.
So we have charge ice for Mo, and ammo for Niz.
I mean, that... Assuming no speed locks, that's basically go mode. You know, ice lets you do a lot of clips, like pants room. Ice lets you do the Zeb skip, which makes ammo less of a problem in general, or having to find a refill next to the mother brain. And it gives a little bit more damage, not a lot, but some, to make the charge beam a little bit more effective.
Yeah, it's certainly doable, but if you can pick up some more ammo or a beam, it's going to make some of the boss fights quite a bit shorter.
Oh, Frog Speedway.
Oh.
Now, there may be a way around it.
Unless we have any low ice percent fans in the chat. Near safely up the bottom part of Red Tower. I think he's going to go through the two bosses there to check that major.
Which, if it's speed, could be
It could be
big
a
win.
ammo for the bosses could be the right play.
The logic for Dragon might involve that charge beam as well. I'm not sure how the ammo count thing works on Dragon. I know you can farm during the fight, so you could potentially do it with even 5 missiles. Ooh. Some rage shots there.
I was wondering, I've never seen that strat before.
That's the I hate you, Kraid.
Yeah. I'm in a race, Kraid.
Can you ever just be cool?
Making me look uncool. I initially thought he was doing the 10 missile quick kill, but I think it was just a bit of rage. And straight into Dragon.
I don't know if I would dump my supers on these turrets here, just because Dragon doesn't like to drop supers, so...
Maybe it's just habit for Niz.
Yeah, the thought process might be that the fight's going to be long and they're just trying to keep their health up, but I don't know. With both suits, I feel like it shouldn't be too hard to stay net health even if you take a few hits.
Mm-hmm. Niz almost out of ammo, but we'll start farming up, hopefully getting some favorable drops.
Got a super drop. Nice, nice.
Only missiles this round.
Curious if Mo will make their way over here as well. Every other major that we've seen has been checked other than this one over here, so you got to be wondering if Mo's thinking that has to be speed.
Yeah, especially having come across Frog Speedway early on, he might decide it's worth clearing the bosses up now.
So what the heck is going on HisBeardNis' screen?
Niz is using forbidden tech.
That didn't even look right. Like, did the game just like freak out there? He glitched it. Yeah, I that did not look like correct gameplay or game behavior rather to me. Using Eddie strats. Nice. Frame perfect Dragon Slap. Since doing these map randoms, I've learned of all sorts of weird things you can do with Dragon, like the off-screen kill that takes 15 minutes.
Yep. You can also use Dragon to interrupt a Crystal Flash. And if done correctly, you can underflow your ammo count. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I've seen Eddie do that in the low ice percent runs to get a blue suit.
Yeah, that is, you can get a blue suit by interrupting the Crystal Flash too. Yeah, if you do it when the Crystal Flash is taking away your ammo and you let it take away more than you have, it underflows, so you end up with basically infinite missiles.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, how does it handle a negative missile count?
It wraps around to 65,000.
Oh, they used a unsigned integer. Got it. Yeah, that's notorious for a lot of bugs in games, like the nuclear Gandhi and Civ has a similar concept to it. It's plasma. Okay.
Plasma. So it's not speed. But good for Nis, you made it through both the fights.
I can't help but wonder where the runners are supposed to go. Nice damage boost by Mo, by the way. To skip the IBJ. I want they'll get the next one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the next
Dang.
logical progression would be.
The only thing I can
sure.
think of is when Mo went into Torian, there was a way to go up and a way to go right, and they checked right and saw that it was Frog Speedway, but then checked up and decided, screw this, and left. But it's possible that up path either leads to something like speed or is like a secondary path around the Speedway, or there's some other thing that I missed.
Neither of them have been down to Brinstar yet, have they?
Actually, now that you mention it, I don't think so. Okay, maybe the answer lies there.
I did see quite a few connections to Brinstar. And speaking of which, that's where Niz is right now. Mo taking on the bosses. But we already know speed is not there. Wave beam.
Wow, that means when Mo heads down the Brinstar, they're going to get a full beam combo. That is going to be quite nice. This could be really bad for Beard if this path continues on Bryn, maybe even another zone, and if we find Ridley, and there aren't any super packs around. Now, granted, they have 20 supers, so it's unlikely that will happen, but I still can't help but feel like Mo has an advantage having that charge beam in ice.
Yeah, having the charge is definitely a safety at this point. Heading into the unknown. Mo making short work of the Kraid with a quick kill. Finding a refill station.
That is a nice find in this mode, for sure.
Oh, there's a super pack for Niz.
Okay, well, Niz literally can kill Ridley with their current ammo.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Blinding Ridley's not going to be the worst thing in the world, providing he manages his health.
And there's speed. Okay, that
speed is here. Oh.
So we now know where every major in the game is to complete everything. Potentially. Beard still doesn't have ice, so Pants room could still, or grapple, so Pants could present a problem. And I'm sure Mo will make his way down and grab all this stuff soon. I'm curious if Rekship or Torian are going to end up mattering this seed or not.
Yeah, I think Owen is going for the delayed wall jump off the... Having a bit of trouble.
Ah, that wall jump sucks.
It can be quite a tricky jump until you learn the correct timing.
Yeah, I'd be doing what Beard's doing right now. I'm just say, screw it, that jump sucks. I suck at it. I'm just gonna
go for the cross room.
Just do the run out of the room thing. Stop ego checking myself on a wall.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't think it's quite last frame, but it's getting there. This is a tricky jump.
Indeed.
And he's doing the cross frame strat. What do we have in Brinstar? No bosses.
Okay, so that means speed is most likely going to be required here. We still have not seen criteria yet either, or Fantoon map, or Ridley.
No Fantoon. No
So
Ridley.
Still a little bit of searching to be done.
Even more supers for Nis.
Figures in a seed where you get charged plasma, you also just get supers.
That is usually the way it goes, but Nis testing out both suits through the lava. They do work.
Spring? Space.
Ace jump. Yep, Mo following behind Nis now, picking up the plasma beam, and I'm sure he'll be going down to get the other mages. Wave beam and speed booster.
Yep. Probably space as well. Or once Mo finds speed, they may just say screw the majors and just go, which would be a good play.
Yeah, Nis is 22nd seed in the tournament and Mo is 11, so we might see a bit of divergence. Based on what the runners
Oh,
feel
there's
they're capable of.
criteria.
There is criteria.
So that was an option pretty early. I think power
Yeah, they
bombs
could have.
was one of the first things they found.
I think
I'm
with Nis
questioning-
doing. Yep.
Go ahead.
That's alright. I was just thinking with Nis opting to do the boss fights and Mo probably trying to find speed, it just naturally led them down towards the Brinstar area.
True.
Maybe they kind of forgot about the criteria option.
If Ridley, Fantoon, and Motherbrain are all in criteria, and speed ended up being not needed. It'd be pretty funny though.
Yep, there's the wave beam for Mo.
Curious if Beard is going to skip majors from here on out too.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Chad is mentioning we really don't need anything else.
You don't, providing you're confident in your abilities.
And that could
charge would be nice. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. That means that Beard might be able to get some time save here by not having to go check those other two majors at the top that Mo checked.
Yeah.
Could end up making a difference. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I was about to put you on the spot and ask you if you thought anyone was in the lead. Because to me, it could go either way still.
Mo has a lot more information. Beard has not been the Torian, and I don't know. Do they know about the speed lock and rec shift either? I'm not sure. But information doesn't always win you a race. This is probably Fantoon here.
Yeah, this might be fun too, which means we might have a Mother Brain close by. Unless we already saw her.
I don't believe we have. Could be Mother Brain just on the other side of the hallway. Oh, maybe it's not.
That's what. Maybe it's not. No, it is not. So we still have at least one more zone.
Oh, there's Ridley down there in the corner, but next to the ship. That's a pretty
Ridley
convenient
hanging
spot.
out next to the ship.
You know, in this mode, that's pretty nice. Guaranteed way to get all your E-tanks back. Save.
Yeah.
So if you're not super confident doing a Variolus thing, works out. Now in this case, it's completely irrelevant because they have Varia, but
Yeah, but just in general, I agree. I was hoping we get to see Mother Brain there, so we have a 5-second escape. Although I don't think 5 seconds is technically possible, it would be funny.
oh, actually, I have had the back of Mother Brain exactly there in the bottom right of ship, and it is exactly 5 seconds.
Is it 5 seconds?
Yeah, and it's
Nice.
I actually had like died a couple of times because you pretty much have to get a really good exit of the room to make it because it's kind of tight.
Yeah, that is something people don't always realize, that sometimes a longer escape might be a bit more forgiving.
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
when I see the timer's like 2 minutes plus, I usually have like well over 30 seconds when I get to the ship. But when it's sub-minute, sometimes it's pretty down to the wire.
Yeah, that's how it tends to go. There's a bit of leniency built into each room, and that can stack up if you're a good runner. But when it's just the 1 5 seconds. Anyway, Niz onto Ridley. Ammo only. Shouldn't be a problem with the supers he's got. Really behaving.
I think they've landed all their shots. Yeah, I think that's it.
I hope it's it. Yep, that's it.
Well done by Niz.
And he can refill those supers straight away.
Super convenient.
Super convenient. Barely an inconvenience.
Not sure why they're grabbing the health and stuff. Probably just habit.
It's probably just muscle memory. He's already forgot the ship is next door. Right, and Wesn is taking the space jump.
So we have 2 bosses, if you include Mother Brain left, and the 2 most empty, useless zones, Torian and Wreck Ship. So guaranteed one of them will actually have something, or a few things.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nis probably wants to see them both in the same zone. Otherwise, it's a bit more backtracking. The hunt will continue.
I think given Beard's position on the map, they'll probably do like a counterclockwise sort of loop and probably head to Torian next, which they did buff in the most recent patch Wreck Ship a little bit to not have such crappy drops, or such crappy things in it, and actually have more stuff. So I feel like since then it's been kind of a toss-up whether Torian or Wreck Ship is the worst zone, but I still think Torian tends to be better most of the time.
Yeah, I think Torian is usually on average better than Wrecked Ship.
Yeah, it's not as cut and dry as it was before, though. I've seen Wreck Ship have bosses and things more often lately than you would expect. It's still bad.
Still bad.
Unless you put it off, and then it's the greatest zone ever with everything.
That is how it goes. Right, so is this Torian going to be stacked or is it going to be Baron? Place your bets. Oh, there's a speed lock.
You never even had to find it.
Both players. Mo going up the Decorus. Niz going through Frog Speedway.
Interesting split here. Could be bad for Mo.
There's Phantom.
Oh no. Mo's gonna have to go all the way down to Kateria to find Ridley. If they check Torian on the way, and Torian, I mean, obviously they'll have to check Torian anyway for Pantune. It still could potentially be a lot of time if Mother Brain is here in Wreck Ship. Which, there she is.
She is. Mo's still got a bit of time, but starting to favour Niz's chances.
Absolutely. There's only one zone left. He's got all the bosses down. He knows Mother Brain has to be there once he gets this map, which he's literally running next to. This is looking very much in Niz's favor now.
Yeah, his route that was seemed a bit strange at the start, potentially skipping charge, seems to have paid off.
Spiffy pointed out in chat, most likely Niz will take the path over that involves grabbing charge and ice, because why not? Like,
Yeah,
on your way. And that will kind of close any item advantage Mo had as well. And we'll save Niz valuable refilling time for Mother Brain.
Yeah.
Which is another chance Mo had to catch up if Beard had no supers and had to sit there and farm 30 supers to kill Mother Brain. That could have been a potential catch-up point.
Potential catch-up time for Mo there, but we might be getting another upset.
There we go. Flying elephant squid thing is dead.
Elephant squid is no more. See elephant squid. Bye-bye. So yeah, Niz will know where Mother Brain is now, even without having to get the map. I mean, he will obviously get the map, but... now he knows that Mother Brain's not in this zone. It has to be the one he's not checked.
Curious if they'll go for this major. I really don't see why you would, but no. Huh?
Mo also using the forbidden tech, the secret release spark to manipulate the AI. Been keeping that one close for the tournament.
Can you shine spark Ridley? I have no idea. Maybe? You don't really get too many opportunities to do it.
Yep, Niz picking up the charge, just as chat called it.
Can you shine spark Mother Brain? Behold FLRA. How's that go?
And you shoot through Mother Brain.
A little nice optimization there from Mo.
Yeah, I was wondering why Beard didn't do that earlier on.
Oh, they had space jump, so
yeah,
you don't have to do those
space jump.
Slightly difficult wall jumps there.
Niz has been playing a lot of extreme and above seeds recently.
Yeah, even some nasty plandos from friends that they existed. That's what I'll say about them.
So thought we might see some more forbidden tech from Niz during this race.
Oh, I didn't even realize Beard never even grabbed the Meridian map.
Nope.
And I wasn't paying attention.
Will cost him a bit of time.
But also reveal the wreck ship. So this has got to be feeling pretty good here, knowing that they didn't waste their time coming up here and seeing this, and not having speed and having to leave, and knowing that Mother Brain's there. So that if you did potentially come back here after getting speed, that it would also be a waste of time again. I would be feeling pretty good with that map check there if I was Beard.
Yeah, definitely. He got something from this zone, right? Then left. He failed. Or was that
Yeah,
Mo?
I think it was just the cut through to get Varia
Yeah, it's just the cut through.
in the Mickey Mouse room, and I wasn't
Mo
paying attention.
came and grabbed charge, right?
Yeah, Mo went back and grabbed charge, and
Yeah.
Beard just kind of continued on.
Right.
And Beard did grab charge ice. I wasn't paying attention because of the Ridley fight on Mo's side, but
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah,
are
so that
super go mode.
Niz's route is definitely optimized.
Yeah, actually God route. Weren't even aware of the speed locks and just had everything by the time that they came across them anyway. Kind of nuts, actually. And then didn't even have a chance to get baited into coming back to wreck ship, thinking that speed was blocking something important because the only thing important was blocking was Mother Brain. You
Yeah,
can't
everything
see,
is
can't
just
hurt you.
Everything just lined up so well for Niz during this race.
Oh, I think you missed one, Beard. Twice beam being twice beam there.
Right, Mo has done his last boss.
Beard doing some interesting things. Mother Brain 1. Climbing the rink is like a Chad. That's what I'm saying, Rocky. This was Beard's pick. Let me double check. Yes, this was Beard's pick. Mo banned no objectives, and Beard banned
Double suit.
double suit. Yep.
But game 2 is not till tomorrow, same time, right?
I believe so.
I think it's just the one game today.
Yes, yes. There's 2 games back-to-back scheduled for tomorrow, it looks like. Which, with Beard winning the first one, I think there's a
we
really
might
good
get
chance
3
it goes
games.
to... Exactly. Which would be pretty cool.
We'll get to see both Metroids and Varia plus movement, is it called?
Yes. Metroid's always interesting.
Always cursed.
Rocky guessing the exact amount of time on the escape. Let's go.
Question in chat there about if there's any going to be interviews with the racers after this first game. I guess it depends on if they want to join.
I would imagine there would be one. This wasn't a super long seat, so we should definitely have time to do so.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Be interested to hear Beard's perspective on how they felt about their routing.
Yeah.
I would have gotten beaten too, Spiffy. I would have gone up for those majors, gotten charged. I probably would have taken an extremely similar route to Mo. I also probably would have gone criteria earlier too, which would have been a bad play because you'd find Ridley and have nothing to kill him with. So yeah, I would have gotten beaten by both players, but Beard would have absolutely crapped on me. So
Yeah, I think if this was the community race, he'd definitely be in the top 3.
yeah, for sure. This was just such a good route. I don't know how you could have done it better.
Neither do I.
Like, literally not having information was a benefit. You didn't get baited into thinking you needed to go somewhere once you got speed. You just got to pick the zones by which one was closer to you, and it just works out.
Mo about to get the bad news, providing nothing goes wrong with the escape. I think Mo played it pretty well too, so...
Oh, absolutely. Mo's execution was great. It just...
Yeah, I think they'll be shocked when they see that Beard's already finished.
Absolutely. This really just came down to routing.
Yeah.
When they were following the same route, Mo was ahead, and then they diverged, and Beard just took off.
Yeah, Beard finishing. Official time 46:05.
Hey.
Hello, Mr. Beard. How are
Hello,
you
Nate.
after that race?
Cakey.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Oh my gosh, dude. I thought I made a bad mistake by going to Brinstar, and then when I saw that I got speed, I was like, this is probably required.
Yeah, there were many points in that race where I thought Mo was ahead. Mo got the Meridian map, so they knew that Rex ship was speed locked, and they also went to Torian way before you, so they knew Torian was speed locked as well. But interestingly enough, you not knowing that kind of and just ignoring those zones just put you into a god route situation where everywhere you went, you could do what was needed to do there, and just put you way ahead.
I was really lucky. That's all that really occurred there. Did he go get Varia like I did?
Yeah, that's where you guys diverged off. Was right there.
Did he get Varia and then just return? Or did he go down like I did for the X's?
No, Mo went back up and grabbed those the charge and ice, and checked out Meridia and checked out Torian before going and killing Kraid and Dragon. And then pretty much the paths from there were somewhat similar.
Man, like the whole time I was like, I'm cooked. Like if I'm this far, like he's already got, like he's done. Like this is it. I was like, I'm cooked. This is it. There's no way that I beat Mo, like ever.
Mo also got baited after getting Speed Booster and Bryn to go all the way back to Meridia, to go all the way back to Rex Ship just to find Mother Brain there, and then have to go searching for bosses.
Well, when I looked at the map, I saw Turian was closer, so I was just like, well, we'll go for that. And then if what I need is not there, then I'll loop around and go to Meridia and grab the majors on the way. And it just so happened to be that, like, I got lucky.
Yeah, the play was not to get tunnel vision on what speed could do for you. Not that you had that knowledge anyway, but to just kind of go to the zones that were closest. That ended up being the god route. Mo just finishing now.
Everything worked out well for you, dude.
Yeah, I got super lucky. I'm not gonna claim that like I own Mo or anything. Like he intimidates me every race that he's in with me. I've seen what he does. I'm not dumb. I was like, I was so hosed having to play Mo.
Now, Mo's execution was absolutely great this run. it really just was routing that made the big difference. Hello, Mo.
I think he's muted. It looks like.
Mo is muted at the moment.
Yeah, like there we go. There he is. GG Mo.
GG's.
Hello. Yes.
Same Spiffy.
Oh my gosh. Mo, you gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said you gave me a heart attack.
Oh.
The whole time I was like, he's on my tail or way ahead of me, and I'm gonna finish like just a second behind him. At least I'll know I was close. I legitimately was surprised that I beat you this time. I can't say that that'll happen ever again. I will take my one victory and be happy with it right now. Just, I'm happy this one time. It's the first time I ever beat you. Community races, anything. After like a year and a half, this is the first time I've ever beat you. You're a very intimidating player, buddy.
There's always the first time.
Sure. So you're intimidating. There's people out there that I don't think I'll ever get to that level. And you are one that I was really like, I'll never beat him.
Well, you both played pretty well.
I mean,
Mo, how did you feel about your routing when you went up to Wreck Ship and saw that it was just Mother Brain up there?
it was really bad. My routing was trash. I did a lot of unnecessary stuff. I should have. I figured it out that the log was going down either to criteria or Brinstar, right? Was I saw the mayors and I thought saw Norfair as a hub. I saw all the other places and I thought that the end game it was going to be down there. So that's why I went up, because I had two smaller areas there. I was like, okay, if I can clear those smaller areas first, I can give more time to the bigger areas. And it was a bad play.
Yeah, so Beard didn't ever check Torian or even get the Meridia map for that matter. So Beard was not aware of the speed locks. And it was kind of in Beard's favor there, because this once you got speed, it kind of baited you into going back to those zones. And really you were better off just kind of going through the zones in like a more like whatever was closest fashion. So the lack of knowledge here actually paid off huge for Beard. Whereas having speed booster and the knowledge of that there was these speed locks, say like in Wreck Ship, kind of pulls you that direction and end up not being the way to go. So kind of unfortunate there.
I think that overall my gameplay wasn't that bad. I think it was mostly the routing that was terrible. But I think the seed wasn't really that. I just I messed up the routing.
Yeah, you played great, Mo, and you as well, Beard. This really was a routing seed, and what made the difference between you guys, and your finish times.
I mean, 3 minutes is nothing to be like. He was very close. That's why the whole time I was like, crap, I'm screwed. And I mean, seeing that it was 3 minutes, like when I was on the escape, I was like, the whole thing in my head at that moment was like the oats redeem. There's a snipe. There's another snipe.
Yeah, I think that taunts us all on escapes now. Thanks, Oat. Yeah, so up until you guys got Varia, you were taking pretty much the same exact path, and Mo was ahead just on execution.
Sure.
But it's really after that you guys took very different paths through the game. So had your routes been the same, it probably would have gone in Mo's favor.
Oh, for sure.
So,
I'm just glad that
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
go out with 3-0 or 2-0.
I'm just glad we get a game 3 possibly, unless you just really
knows?
clean up Beard.
I don't know. Mo is a very competitive person, and he is a very tough person to play against. Like, mentally, it's shattering.
Yeah, I hear that.
As I told you before, these categories can go wrong. So you take the wrong turn, and that's it. It's over.
Hmm.
I mean, to be fair, you banned the one I was going to make you play.
I figured it out that was the one you wanted me to play. I saw you. I haven't seen you play that very well.
A little bit of scouting.
Oh, he's been in my channel a lot while I've been practicing. So I'm like, oh, he's scouting me out, huh?
Hey, I did my homework. What can I say?
Oh, jeez. Well, it's an honor to have him in there scouting anyway. I
mean, these categories are really rough. These seeds.
Yes.
It's very difficult to attack these seeds. If you are too aggressive, you can get punished really bad. But if you don't play like you want to win, you are gonna lose.
Very tough, yes. Yeah, I can say for sure that if I was racing you guys, you would have both beaten me because my route would have sucked the big time. So, I think this was a tough seed, the route in general. You had a lot, as usual in these type of seeds, you have a lot of directions you can go, a lot of things that can kind of bait you into nothing. So understandable.
All right, with that, I think we should wrap it up, guys. Any final thoughts?
I look forward to playing you for round 2 and probably round 3 tomorrow.
Same time tomorrow, right? Round 2?
I think it's the same. I had to, let me see.
Yeah, it's the same time.
Same time, yep.
Open your schedule. We are gonna need some time for the 2 games tomorrow.
Mo throwing the challenge. He's going to win the next game.
Mo said I ain't losing another one.
Clear your schedule. It's definitely going to game 3.
I hope it does. This is a fun matchup to watch. So, greedily, I hope it does.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, my heart was beating out of my chest the whole time, so I'm not looking forward to that again tomorrow.
Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for hosting, by the way.
No worries. Thanks for the entertainment.
Yep, thanks everyone.
Yep, thanks to all the chat for sticking around. I know it's late for a lot of people. Thanks for the runners joining us after their race, giving us their thoughts. If you want to catch the conclusion to this saga, same time tomorrow. We have game number 2, and if needed, game 3 straight after. Earlier in the day, we've got Nido versus Lopter, Anthony versus Ossie. So please join us again for those.
Yep, GG's everyone. And GG's Nito on tracking. And
Yep, thanks to Nito.
I think that's going to be it for us.
Right then, we will see you next time.